Hey guys, good morning. Thursday morning, I startled my comedian buddy and friend, right?
I'm not even up yet.
Adam Ferrara is my guest. Guys, you can see him all weekend at Off the Hook Comedy Club tonight, Thursday night through Sunday. One of the best shows of the year, feel-good show of the year. That's what I like. It makes everybody laugh.
I do. I like it. And I like coming to see you guys every year. You know why I like it? Your mom and dad sit in the corner, and every time I do something that makes them laugh, I always look over and go,
the approval. You get the approval, right?
Yeah, I still got that as a kid. For some reason, I still need that.
I know. I get that as an adult every day, and I work with them. But you know what I get is the ear beating every day from the parents. You know how the parents, like, it's not good enough. You still got to do this and that, and then every day.
Do you think it's good enough?
Yeah.
Fine. Thank you, Mom.
Every day.
Can I have an extra side of guilt?
Exactly.
Do we have that?
Exactly. So you told me when we got in the car this morning, you got a new show.
Yeah, I'm on a CBS All Access show called Why Women Kill. It's from Mark Cherry, the guy that created Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
I got a recurring role on that show, and it's a unique show because it takes place in 3 different decades, the 60s, the 80s, and current day, and it's about 3 couples that live in the same mansion in Pasadena.
Oh, wow.
In different decades. And unfortunately, things go awry and the ladies get upset.
And tell me about the difference between being on like a network television show and being on stage as a comedian, because I know what the comedians go through, but what is it like to be on a network show like that? You've been on so many. Rescue Me, Nurse Jackie, this new show, and then we talk about your podcast. But tell me, like, for you
the difference?
Yeah, is there any preparation that's different?
I get dental.
Dental. Yeah, you get benefits, right?
I'm part of the union.
I'm not giving you shit.
I know.
I'm just paying you, and you're out of the
I'll
door.
get a piece of salmon. I'll get, but the food is good at Captain Brian.
Thanks, buddy.
Salmon and spinach.
Yeah, I like the little plug you gave me on your podcast. Adam Ferrara podcast, and it's 30 minutes?
30 minutes you'll never get back. It's under my name, Ferrara. It's doing great. But if to go back to acting, the thing I like about acting is I'm not, stand-up's great, but it's the best part of is you're alone. The audience is great. This is great because it's an interaction. So you go from being by yourself, traveling by yourself, to like this spike of adrenaline, and back to yourself. Acting, you're in a bunch of people around, and it's a collective, cooperative place to be. So if you're on a good set, and I've been real lucky to be on a good set, it's a lot of fun.
Do you have a really good memorization skills, or how does that work?
I process by listening because I'm dyslexic.
The stress would kill me, of trying to learn the lines. I would be so nervous.
You want to learn the lines, and then being 8:30 in the morning, I'm doing an episode of Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
I'm playing the father of a kid that gets abducted.
Right.
So I got to break down in the FBI office and cry. It's 8:30 in the morning. First shot of the day.
So you can go into a full cry? I
had to then, but you learn how to, because they'll shoot the master first.
Yeah.
Then they come in on your coverage, and that's when you got to really emotionally get to where you got to get to.
Did you get tears? Do you tears?
Oh, yeah.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Wow. You're like a real man.
I was almost crying before when you said we got to put this thing on. We just did the radio. It's 8:30 in the morning. I got to cry here too. But yeah, so that's that part of it. Is,
John Henton. You know John Henton?
John Henton.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, baby?
He's watching us.
How are you, my friend? He's sweetheart. I did a gig with him.
He's great.
A great, funny guy.
Totally.
Nice man. Good to see you, John.
So you cried.
Yeah. So I had to cry at 8:30 in the morning.
And remember the lines?
And remember the lines.
I would be shitting myself.
Nah,
No? How many lines do they make you? That's the thing I wonder. How many lines do you have to remember at once before they do a cut?
Depends on the scene. You'll have a long scene, you'll have a monologue scene. I had a big monologue in some episode of Rescue Me. It was half a page. And those you have to, those you kind of...
Do you ever screw up and then you just improvise it, or no?
Oh, yeah.
They do?
Rescue Me was a lot of that stuff.
Really?
Because Dennis wrote it.
Yeah.
So Dennis, so we'd be in a scene with him. I remember once we was like, the scene's not working, let's just get in a fight. Okay, fine. So then the stunt guys came in, padded everything up. I came over to the desk and we just got into a fight.
Wow.
It depends on the director and the writer. Some people are real picky about the words.
They get pissed if you say the wrong word.
Yeah. They get really. It's written there for a reason. And then other people just like, that's good, that's better.
Oh my God.
One thing you have to do is you have to give the script as written, usually first.
Yeah.
And then you can just if you go up, I'll try and save something, or if you just want to try something different, you can do that.
Right.
But it depends on the director.
And then when you're feeling your character, the character kind of says stuff too, right? Because Is that true? Like,
the character can say stuff, but you're going to get blamed.
Yeah,
So
I get it. But like when you're in full character, like you feel sometimes like, oh, this guy, he's gonna say this.
I could honestly tell a director or honestly tell a writer or something. Look, I've been living in this guy for a while. He's not gonna say that, and here's why. And sometimes they can go, I don't care, or sometimes they go, you're right, you do it. You know, again, it depends on how long you've been doing the show and the vision of the show. I mean, the nice thing about Rescue Me and Jackie and everything is the director changes every week. Right. We're there every week.
Yeah,
the new directors go. I mean, sometimes you usually get directors.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
they have a different director.
Most do. Every week a new director will come in just because it's a lot of work. You got to realize the director's there for every shot.
Every shot.
And he's got to overlook the post-production. So you physically can't do it. So you might rotate some directors and there'll be new directors that come in, but they change every week. The companies there.
I feel like Rescue Me had a big budget. Did they have a big budget? Because like getting all that,
fire trucks ain't cheap.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Do they own those fire trucks, or they just lease them?
They were real trucks. Our 62 trucks we donated to the Philadelphia Fire Department.
No way. Wait, you guys bought 62 fire trucks?
No, the truck was number 62.
Number 62, gotcha.
And we were doing the Tower Theater. Me, Dennis, Lenny Clark, Kenny Rogers.
Oh, Lenny's great.
And Lenny's sweetheart.
Yeah.
And so we were doing that, and they donated the truck. So we came out and we actually signed the truck.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That makes you feel good.
We had real firefighters drive it. Nilsey was driving the fire. Because you can't just get in that thing.
Of course, yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's like a real training thing.
We did one episode. We blew up this building in Harlem. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a big fire scene we had to shoot, right? So we had helicopters.
That always blows my mind when they are able to do those like in regular places.
Oh, we didn't really blow up the building, but we used the real building with all the special effects guys.
But I'm saying, like, you set all that up. Like, it looks real as hell, and it seems so...
And it's huge.
Huge.
So it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We're uptown, right? And there's a big fire truck there, and your adrenaline's going.
Of course,
it's really all right. And there's walkie-talkies, and there's fire, and there's a safety meeting and everything. So I played the chief, so I was in the Suburban, and Nils was a real firefighter guy. He was driving the big truck, so everyone's loaded in the truck. And it dawned on me right then, Daniel Sinjata was driving me. And I looked over and I said, hey, you're just a dopey actor. Can you drive this thing? He's like, I think so. Action. And he just took
No way.
Yeah. We had to follow the fire truck in. And,
So what about the guy in the back? The swing guy? We
didn't have that. We had a ladder, so we didn't have the guy driving.
Oh, all right. Because the guy in the back seems like he's got a tough job, too.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because I'd be like this, fishtail.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, sky's blue. It's weird.
I'd be hanging the thing out.
Yeah,
drift in the corner.
I would too, totally. And then I would lose concentration, and my freaking ass end would be so cockeyed.
Brian, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not a captain.
What's the most memorable scene you ever shot out of all the stuff?
The most memorable scene?
Yeah, like what's the one you were like, damn, that was unbelievable.
We were doing a bunch of them. I'm going to go back to Top Gear because that was just unbridled stupidity. I jumped a caddy about 40 feet in the air on our first or second episode.
Wait, and you went up?
Left the ground. It's on YouTube.
Get out of here.
It's called the Flying Coupe de Ville.
Who doesn't want to do that? Everybody's dream.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that was good.
No way.
Yeah, I jumped the caddy.
How about when you landed? Did they have the car set suspension?
No. I wasn't supposed to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to leave the ground. It was a 76 Coupe de Ville. We pulled off.
Did you hit your head on the top?
I had an $8 motocross helmet on, and they took the seatbelt, and Tanner Fouts took the seatbelt and put it under the headrest and just pulled it tight, and that was it.
No
There was no
way.
safety. Look at the thing online. I bananaed it. It was like...
Oh, my God.
That was
great.
pretty memorable. I did 188 in an F12 Berlinetta on a causeway in Utah. That was pretty cool. Too.
Was that with a shutdown or no?
Yeah, we locked it up.
It was locked down.
Yeah, but the F12, I think it tops out at 212 miles an hour. I got up to like a $188, and then I was like, man, that's fast.
How fast is that?
Fast.
Like,
at around 140 or so, the cars start getting light, which means you can feel it coming up from the suspension.
Okay.
So any movement like that, death.
Really?
So but you can feel it. You'll.
I've gone $120 on the highway.
Yeah.
A few times in a few different cars, and I think I did 150 on a motorcycle once. I was on the back. As a kid, like that was crazy. If my kid ever did that, I'd kill him.
Yeah. We did an episode, a motorcycle episode, and I would buy a big old Harley, but then
I was a gearhead. I don't probably fit that. that mold, but I love speed.
Yeah.
I love all that.
I think the motorcycles are too scary. Like I would buy a big old Harley, but then I'd have to buy my own street and nerf everything.
Yeah.
Because it's just too scary. I like those guys on the sport bikes.
Yeah.
It's just like, I see them on the highway flying past me.
Oh, just the other day, me and my son were driving down the highway. Freaking wheelie. Someone wheelied right by us.
Yeah.
I was like, big balls.
All right, yeah.
A little crazy.
Yeah.
A little crazy with huge nuts.
Yeah. But
I mean, not happening.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law passed away in a motorcycle accident.
Oh,
but he was a straight daredevil. Like, he was a BMX racer. Then we raced motocross. I mean, we raced mountain bikes. He raced motocross. He just never got it out of his system. And it's crazy.
I admire the guys that can do that, and it was fun for like a little while, but I can't do it in traffic.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I see some of these people, like, probably going to work or coming from work.
Yeah.
I'm like,
just right down here. I'm like,
right. Is it
wow.
like adrenaline rush junkie, or are they just in that much of a rush to get to work? Because
I don't know, but I'd be like, I got to live here. I can't ride back.
Right, exactly. I'm also thinking, like, if I'm gonna have a ride like that for the day, it's not gonna be in the morning, like on the way to work. It's gonna be like full gear,
yeah.
You know. But they just go out at it.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Not me.
No, me neither.
Yeah, but the risk is too much.
Is there any car that you haven't driven that you want to drive?
Yeah, the new mid-engine Corvette, the C8 is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll drive mid-engine Corvette. I want to drive.
I have a plethora of vehicles at our disposal.
What do you got? What are you selling, kid?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. Like, I have a few different options.
I had, what Ford gave me for a couple of days. I had the new Bullet Mustang.
No, I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a 5-liter, but it's.
Oh, is that the white one with the blue stripes?
No, that's a Shelby. The Bullet Mustang is from the Steve McQueen movie Bullet. So it's Highland green. It's all blacked out. Oh. And the nice thing about the new Mustangs is they rev match. When you downshift, the car rev matches for you, so it blips the gas, and you actually boom. Yeah, it's got a big cue ball shifter. I would like to drive a '68 390 Fastback. That was the Bullet car. I'd love to drive that car. The Batmobile I'd love to drive.
Oh, I got the Batmobile. Wait, the Joker or the Batmobile?
What'd you got?
What is the car?
Is it purple?
Purple's the car.
Joker. The original Batmobile was a '55 Lincoln Futura. Was a
no, not
car.
that one. But what's the one? Not a Vader. Is it a Vader?
What?
It's called a Vader.
I think that's Darth Vader's ship. That's Star Wars.
My buddy at Full Throttle Exotics has one of those.
From which one? From which the movie?
Yeah, I thought the car's called a Vader. Is it a Vader?
It might be. Which generation Batmobile?
Dude, I don't know.
The original one.
But it's one of the No, it's not the original.
The Tumbler was cool.
It's one of the badass.
The fries are up. What happened?
I think the GoPro. By the way, GoPros. Did you know that they only record at 9 minutes a clip, and the battery life's only 29 minutes?
I do now.
How do they get so popular?
The things you learn on the Captain Brian.
I'm recording with the GoPros, and I'm thinking like, I gotta go get a bunch of GoPros. It's gonna be so easy. No, it's more work.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway,
Arch Payne.
GoPro doesn't sponsor the show, so we can talk about all.
Okay, fine.
You know what I'm saying? But
this show's brought to you by caffeine.
Yeah, but I think
which hasn't kicked in yet.
If you want, a car and do something cool, we could.
Yeah. What do you got?
I mean, I give Lambos, Ferraris, whatever, all that kind of stuff.
One of my favorite Lambos was the Balboni, because it was rear-wheel drive, which is kind of rare for a Lamborghini, and it was the test driver for a Lamborghini was a guy named Balboni, so they made this car for him.
Really?
Yeah, we had one on the show. It had the metal shift plate, so you get that click when you shift.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, you're really into it, man.
Yeah.
But that's great. I enjoy that show, and I still catch as many episodes because it's not on, right?
No, they play the episodes Sunday
all
mornings.
the time.
Yeah, they rerun it Sunday morning.
So I always watch them on demand all the time. Like, check out an episode that hasn't been watched.
Yeah.
I watch it for fun. My son and I love it.
That's nice.
Big fan.
That's nice.
I don't care for you much. The show I love.
Thank you. You want to just let me out up here? You and your shitty GoPros.
That's so funny. Anyway, so at Off the Hook tonight through Sunday,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a great. I like your gig because it's a family joint.
Yeah,
and that always appeals to me. And the food is really good.
And it's not. You can't bring your family. You got to be 18 to get in. But it's
family's
family
over 18,
owned.
you can bring them all.
Family owned and operated.
Yes, that's what I like. It's a family place.
It is.
That's what I meant when I said family place.
This is true.
Not this kind of thing.
How did you get into comedy?
What else am I qualified to do?
No, but I mean, how did it start? Like, did you just jump on a stage at open mic?
Yeah, I got out of college, and I told my parents, well, we've done one of your things. And I went on an open mic.
What was the job you first had?
My first hat?
Yeah.
Well, my last straight job?
Yeah.
Was a dishwasher at a savings bank. Yeah, Long Island Savings Bank. Where
they have a kitchen that they serve.
Was the corporate offices.
Yeah.
So all the corporate offices were all white guys with dietary needs.
And they
so
fed everyone.
They put a coffee. Not everyone, just them.
Yeah.
So it was a lunchtime gig. I showed up at 9 in the morning. I was done at 3 in the afternoon, and I just washed dishes and worked in this little kitchen. There was a chef, a waiter, and me. That was it.
That's it.
That was it.
And you did the
and
prep.
a sous chef. So there was 4 people in there. So I started as the dishwasher because it was a part-time. It was a gig every week, and I could go out at night and do stand-up.
And how did you decide that you wanted to be a comedian? What was the deal?
I did the open mic, and I went, this feels right. I don't know how long this is going to last.
Yeah.
But it was that one moment where I got my first laugh, and I was like, this feels... You know when you hit a golf ball, right?
Right.
You get the ping?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this feels right. And I got... my dad pushed me, which was the greatest thing.
Really?
Yeah, I said... I
think my parents would support me as well in anything I did. They always have
They
done.
do, though.
Right.
They're at the club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I could see that. So your dad saw...
But that was a big thing for me because I always wanted to be... I always wanted to be like my dad, but I didn't have the mechanical ability. That's why I like cars.
Yeah.
Because my dad could fix them. I can't fix anything.
Right.
The carburetor's gone.
Yeah.
You lift up the hood, there should be a sign, call the guy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing there anymore.
And even when it was there, I didn't know what I was doing. So I was always like, couldn't find my place. He saw me do stand-up, and he looked at me, and I said, Pop, I think I want to do this. And he went, you do it now, because you give it everything you got. And
it's amazing. That's a good feeling.
It's a great, and you know what it is? It was like...
And you don't come from a Hollywood showbiz fam.
No.
So that's a big step.
Kitchens and bathrooms.
Right, big step for them.
Yeah. But it was, for some odd reason, I was given permission.
Yep.
I'm a grown man, but there's still a permission.
100%.
Subconscious permission thing. So I think that helped me a great deal. And the fact that it was, I felt right doing it. And it's been, 30 years? It still could be a phase, Brian. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be a fad. You could grow out of it.
But there's been support all through it. And even like when I started this podcast now, it's the people that showed up to help me. Kevin James is a friend. He did an episode. Tony Kornheiser from Monday Night Football did one. Andrea Martin, I did a movie with her. She did one for me.
By the way, guys, you got to go on, download the podcast. Adam Ferrara
podcast. 30 minutes you'll never get back. You'll see my face.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fun. And you get to do different things. Like I interviewed this episode this week is an FBI profiler because I like serial killers for some weird reason.
Yeah, because you are one.
I couldn't be. You know why? I'm Catholic, guilt-ridden,
You're
lazy.
too nice.
Yeah, like, look, I know you didn't mean it. I'm not going to kill you.
Right.
I might give you the finger at a stoplight, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I'll feel
Do you get road
that.
rage?
Do I get road rage?
Yeah.
If I'm in traffic, and there better be a good damn reason for the traffic.
Really?
Yeah, I get it. Like down here, you guys, if you're not where you're going by 4 o'clock in Florida, you're not getting it till 8.
I actually... The only time I really get upset when I'm driving is when I'm at a light and I'm the first guy at the light, and the split second the light turns, the guy behind me, I'm like, really? Dude, come on. If anything, I'm in a bigger rush than you.
If I'm in a lane and I got someone tailgating me, I'm like, what I'm towing you?
Yeah.
There's a whole road here.
I'm not paying for your gas, pal.
Yeah.
Stop
You're
backdrafting
drafting me.
Yeah. That's a riot. Guys, this is the Captain's Log Podcast, and my guest, Adam Ferrara, is all weekend at Off the Hook Comedy Club. Do us a favor. Adam told me I got to tell everybody to go on, rate the podcast, right? Wherever you're watching it, give us a good rating. At least rate him because he's sexy. If you don't like me, base it on his performance today, right?
Thanks.
And this is the Captain's Log, so you can find it anywhere. Download it, get it, say hello, and we appreciate you watching. But right now, we're going to be on B103.9, Big Mom on the Wild Bunch. We're coming live. Tune in. Thanks for watching, guys. We out.